The Royals are on a roll at the moment. They've won 7 in a row. They are 33-19, and the Rays are going the other direction at the moment. They have lost 5 in a row, but they're still just 2 games under 500 at 25-27. Rays right-hander Aaron Civale, who is 4-0 with a 1.93 ERA in his last 6 starts against the Royals. That's dating back to the start of the 2022 season.
Michael Garcia will lead it off, the third baseman, starting the day at 266. And the first pitch, a chopper to Caballero at short. And across the diamond, Jonathan Aranda on the receiving end.
Bobby was 1 for 5 last night with a home run to straightaway center field.
Fly ball to center. Siri will go back and make that catch. 3 pitches in and 2 quick outs.
Vinny Pasquantino steps to the plate now.
There's a breaking ball, and it's a called strike 3 over the outside corner, and Pasquantino is out, and that's about as good a first inning as you're going to get. A 7-pitch inning for Aaron Civale to start the day.
The Royals went down in order in the top of the first, and now the Rays bat for the first time. Richie Palacios, a left-handed hitter, leads off against righty Brady Singer. It's a sinker, bounced softly to the right side. Second baseman Frazier charges, scoops it up, throws to first in time. A nice play by Adam Frazier.
1 out, nobody on 1 pitch. Here's Brandon Lowe.
Had him reaching, and Michael Garcia brings it down for the out.
And now the designated hitter, right-handed hitting Isaac Paredes comes to the plate.
Paredes breaks his bat. So that's a quick first inning.
So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Brady Singer. And like Aaron Civale, he does it on 7 pitches. Well, if you blinked, you might have missed the entire first inning. 3 up, 3 down for both sides on 14 total pitches. And so it's a scoreless game in the top of the second. And Stu, Salvador Perez leads off against Aaron Civale.
Skied toward right center. DeLuca making the call, and he is there to retire the dangerous Perez.
And now it'll be Nelson Velasquez, who has hits in 8 of his last 10 with a .294 average in that time, and he'll swing and hit it high in the air, deep left center. That's way back, and that ball is going to be out of here. Nelson Velasquez goes deep, his 5th on the year, and the Royals take a 1-0 lead here in the second inning. And Civale with his 15th pitch on the day. First pitch to Velasquez. It winds up in the bleachers in left center field.
Yeah, with 1 out, nobody on. And here's Adam Frazier.
Frazier is out on strikes. Breaking ball takes care of him.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Melendez. He swings and misses at a ball in the dirt, strike 3.
Brady Singer gets to work with a narrow lead, but a lead nonetheless. He'll get the middle of the Tampa Bay batting order.
There's a shot into right center field. That coming off an 0-2 pitch, and Aranda's on his way to extra bases with a stand-up double. Rays to have 3 shots now with a man in scoring position.
Back to Brady, who looks to third and then throws high, but Vinny is there for the out.
So Aranda at third, Caballero at first base. Ben Rortvedt, who the Royals saw quite a bit of in Minnesota in his past, also former Yankee, now catching for these guys. Left-handed hitter, .264.
There he goes, and Rortvedt swings and misses. So Caballero gets his 19th stolen base, but Brady will take the second out. Ahmed Rosario hits it right to Bobby Witt Jr., and that is the inning.
Brady Singer gets out of a first and third jam, not allowing any runs. 1 on, 1 out, back to the top of the order, Michael Garcia.
Chop toward third. Tough play for Rosario, and no play. So Michael Garcia, with an infield single, has a 12-game hitting streak.
It puts 2 men on, a man in scoring position, and will get Bobby Witt Jr. to the plate.
Hit hard, and that's into left center field. Renfroe scores. Michael Garcia goes to third, and Bobby Witt Jr. gives the Royals a 2-0 lead.
Oh, a 2-strike hit batter loads the bases up with 1 out, and it's already 2-0 Kansas City in the third, and they've got Salvador Perez coming up, the league's leading hitter.
Ground ball, shortstop. 1 over to first, 2.
Salvador Perez hits into a 6-4-3 double play, and the damage is limited.
And so it's an extra base hit for Adam Frazier. MJ Melendez comes to the plate with a runner in scoring position and 1 out.
As Frazier dances off second, and now the pitch. Chopped on the ground towards second. Charging and fielding is Lau. He flips underhand to Aranda. Melendez retired, but up to third base goes Frazier, and that's the second out here in the fourth. Swinging a high fly ball to shallow center, breaking back and now in Siri. Out Lau, the second baseman, the call and the grab. And Savali works around a double by Frazier to put up a scoreless fourth. Bottom of the fourth, Jonathan Aranda has one of 2 Rays hits. Aranda doubled to start the second, and he was stranded at third base. Rays' best chance so far against Brady Singer.
And a high shot deep to right, and that baby's gonna go. Home run, Jonathan Aranda connects with his first round tripper of the year, and the Rays are on the board.
Boy, does Aranda get into it. High finish, he knew it. Everybody knew it.
Rays trying to come up with some offense against this Kansas City staff, hoping that's a start.
2-1 Rays trail in the fifth. Aaron Savali out there.
And Kyle Isbell will begin it against Savali.
Strike 3 called, upper corner of the strike zone away. And this one hit on the ground, came back with the sweeper, and a nice pick over at first by Aranda. Bobby Witt Jr. Popper into shallow center. Siri coming on, and he's there to make the catch.
Side retired. Witt is gone on 1 pitch, and Savali skates through the 5th, his best inning since the first. 2 on and 1 out. Palacios to second, Lau to first. Rays down 2-1 in the 5th. Have a chance here with the guy that's been the best hitter, Isak Paredes.
And a pickoff, they throw it into center field. Palacios will go to third, and following into second is Brandon Lau. And the Rays now will have 2 men in scoring position on the errant throw. 2 again. Ground ball down to third, and it's bobbled down there. Garcia will still go to first. The Rays score the tying run. Palacios crossing the plate to make it 2-2.
Rays going to the bullpen. Aaron Savali goes 5. And it's Phil Maton, who had quite a tough inning yesterday in the 8th, on for the 6th today to try and keep this game even at 2.
Ground ball third. Rosario to Lau 1 over to first. They're going to get them both as Maton throws the double play ball.
And Maton has gotten a double play in each of his last 2 outings.
And the Royals, like the Rays in the top of the inning, will go to their bullpen. Brady Singer done after 5 innings. Chris Stratton comes on in relief. And there's a breaking ball that's called strike 3 at the knees. A 1-2-3 inning for Chris Stratton. Here in the 6th, we go to the 7th. Under the big top here in St. Pete, it's a 2-2 game. Garrett Clevenger, who's having a very good year out of their pen, a 1.37 ERA, making his 22nd appearance, 29 strikeouts, 12 walks. So a single and back-to-back walks have them loaded with nobody down. And the batter due up is Kyle Isbell, and he will bat.
Oh, and Isbell, made contact with that ball, and it went off the side of his face. It was a fastball, and he must have thought it was a breaking ball, thinking that it was going to be a breaking ball that started up and in, and he went after it, and it stayed straight.
Dairon Blanco is going to pinch hit with an 0-1 count.
Blanco hits it in the air to right field. Frazier tags. The throw comes to the plate, and then Hampson got a late break, and he's going to be out at third base.
But Frazier does score on the sacrifice fly, and the Royals take a 3-2 lead. I think Chris Stratton will be out there to begin this 7th inning, and he'll face right-handed hitting Ahmed Rosario.
Stratton makes the play of his life, and if you ask him how he did it, he will probably say, I don't know.
And the Rays on a hit, batter, and a walk, trying to take advantage of Kansas City's wildness. The tying and go-ahead runs on base here in the 7th.
Brandon Lau is lifted for the pinch hitter. It's going to be Harold Ramirez that's going to bat against Angel Serpub, the left-hand reliever. 2 on, 1 out for the Rays, trailing 3-2 to Kansas City in the home 7th.
And the pitch is lined into right center field. That's in there for a base hit. Here comes Siri in to score. Palacios will go to third. First pitch. Ramirez off the bench ties this game.
Pete Fairbanks, 5th pitcher of the day for the Rays. He's got the 9th inning. It's a 3-3 game.
And now Garrett Hampson comes to the plate.
That is fair, and Hampson gets it down into the left field corner, and the go-ahead run is at second base with 2 down.
Under this one and skies it into left center. Ramirez coming in, lost it, and there is Siri.
Siri ran behind him and made the play. It was like a comedy act out there in left field. Ramirez lost it, and Siri, running over from center, caught the ball, 15 feet behind Harold Ramirez, and then Siri comes running into the dugout with a giant smile on his face.
And it's up to James MacArthur to send this game to extras. He takes the mound, facing 9-1-2 in the Rays lineup.
That's a fastball chopped out to Junior, and that is the inning.
A 1-2-3 bottom of the ninth for James MacArthur, and we're going to extra innings at Tropicana Field.
What a spot for the 28-year-old left-hander Richard Lovelady, and he comes on with the bases loaded and only one out in the 10th inning of a 3-3 tie to face his former teammate Vinny Pasquantino with the bases loaded.
And Vinny hits a fly ball, shallow left. Renfroe tags. Ramirez makes the catch. Here's Ramirez throw, and Renfroe is in there.
The Royals take a 4-3 lead here in the top of the 10th inning.
So the Rays are down to their final out, trailing 4-3 in the 10th inning, and it's up to Johnny DeLuca.
Johnny DeLuca looking for his first hit of the day. This would be a good time for him. And the line drive base hit. That's going to tie the game. DeLuca's going to head for second, and he is in there with a double.
It's a two-strike, two-out double by Johnny DeLuca. We're knotted at 4.
We go to the 11th inning. Royals and Rays now tied at 4.
And Velasquez drives it into deep left center field. It is off the wall.
Nelson Velasquez puts the Royals right back in front. A go-ahead RBI double. It is 5-4 in the top of the 11th.
Ground ball, and that's through. Velasquez is going to be sent home.
The Royals have another run. It's 6-4 in the top of the 11th inning.
And now here is Garcia. We're still 2-1 and 2 men out.
And now Garcia lines it into left field. There's your third run. Here comes Frazier, who has already driven in a run.
Michael Garcia gives the Royals a little more breathing room. An RBI single, and it's now 7-4 Royals in the top of the 11th. Right-hander Nick Anderson is into the game to try and get the final 3 outs.
And the Rays are down to their final out. And Richard Palacios is coming up.
And he lifts it to center field. Hampson is there, and the Royals, for the first time in 7 years, have won 8 in a row.